We live in a world in which some people make shitloads of money, pardon my French, by telling women they are not beautiful and men they are not strong. This is very sad because beauty is as core to the feminine as strength is core to the masculine. Hello, my name is Valdo Lallement. I'm a relationship coach. I created the Vibrant Couple to further my purpose of liberating love through connection and playfulness. Today, I want to talk about beauty in the wonderful context of a long-term couple. I'm going to talk about misconceptions. I'm going to invite you to learn to appreciate, celebrate, and cultivate beauty, both if you're a man and if you're a woman. Okay, let's dive in the misconceptions. First misconception is that men want their women to look like women in magazines. So this is definitely not true because some men, when interviewed, say that they love their woman curves. Also, beauty is much more than the physical, especially in a long-term loving relationship in which you have a heart connection with each other, because that heart connection photoshops most of our body's imperfections. Moreover, men are focused. They look at one thing at a time. They do one thing at a time. So what that means is that when you invite a man to your juiciness, your sexiness, they will be enthralled and they will be turned on. If you invite a man's attention to your flaws, he will then see them. So this is not that he didn't see them before, but he didn't care because he loves you, he loves your curves, he loves to spend time with you. And for most married men, when their woman undresses in front of their eyes, this is Christmas. So if you invite a man to look at your flaws, not only will he see your flaws, but he will be turned off by your self-judgment, self-criticism, lack of confidence. That is a turn-off. That leads us to our second misconception, that porn is sex. Too many men pay to see women acting in a sexually excited way. And by the way, there is no free porn. I have no intention of going into the economics of free porn, but basically there is no free porn. You pay for it one way or the other financially. Here, I'm more talking about the other ways you pay for it because porn kills marriages. First, you see actors who act very differently on camera than they do in their own love life. And second, porn is a very poor substitute for the wonderful nourishment of sex that can happen when a couple cultivates sex in their own private garden. Porn is an image of sex, the same way an image of a cake may excite you, but will not nourish you. I invite you to look at a more in-depth video I made on why porn kills marriages. Here is the link. I am adamant about looking at our misconceptions because they prevent us from being real, from fully playing with each other, from understanding that first women not only need to feel beautiful, but they need to feel sexually desired by you. That is at the very core of the feminine DNA, and your couple is one of the best places to play, explore, practice, cultivate that. I was talking earlier about confidence. I believe confidence is paramount both individually for each of the two partners, for him to feel confident in his strength and she in her beauty, and also the confidence in their couple. So when two people dysregulate, they tend to take each other down. I trust you know the drama and human tragedy that is and that way too many couples are afflicted by. But when you work on reversing that trend, the two of you can basically bring each other up. True confidence comes from a relaxed nervous system. That means that in a couple, both work on relaxing into your own confidence that he's strong and she's beautiful, and both are sexually desired by each other. Other people, it doesn't matter, but by each other. And that you co-regulate each other as a couple. You both bring each other up. So, what can men do to increase the sense of their woman feeling beautiful? Very strangely, and that's back to confidence, it starts internally. You build your own masculine presence. You can do that through men's group, meditation, martial arts, tai chi, a number of different things, and also in your couple, in which you build your emotional intelligence. So men loves to keep emotions cool, and women loves to keep emotions hot. It is paramount as a man, you learn to be with her emotions, that she feels loved fully for her body, for her sex, but also for her feminine emotional nature. From this place of strength, you can make her feel beautiful. I am very intentional about make her feel beautiful, because as humans, 4 out of 5 thoughts are negative. So 4 times out of 5, she thinks that she's not beautiful, and 1 out of 5, she thinks she is. So this is where you come in. You can skew the thought she has by inviting more and more of your own appreciation. Basics, you compliment her beauty. The more specific, the better. So for example, oh, I love those earrings. That dress makes your skin glow. More particularly if it's something that is intrinsic to her own beauty and well-being. Oh, I love when you wear this t-shirt. You feel so comfy, my love. And bonus if you're playful. I love when you steal my shirts, darling. And she's likely to be playful back. Well, I might give it back to you someday. A quick note to women here. Men are deeply touched by beauty and often overwhelmed by it. I know personally when I'm with a beautiful woman, I don't have the words. I would love to tell her about all the things I find beautiful in her, and nothing comes out. A corollary note to men here is women interpret your silences as that she is not beautiful, as that you don't appreciate your beauty. So, show up for her. Beyond the basics, I invite you to an intermediate practice of celebrating, of course, her beauty, but also celebrating that she's the feminine pole in your relationship. So, of course, flowers, candles, pouring her a bath, giving her a spa massage gift, but also telling her how touched you are and how much you appreciate when she's in her flow, when she's in her glow, when she's in her feminine radiance. If you're brave enough, I invite you to an advanced practice, which is to flip around to counteract her insecurities. So her insecurities are lived by most men as a bane of their existence. Here, I believe there are an opportunity in a couple to flip them around and break through them and show her, demonstrate that she's beautiful, she's sexually desired, and most importantly, loved by you. For example, she might tell you, oh, I gained some weight and I don't feel anything to wear today, I feel good in. So the vanilla counteract would be, but darling, I love this part of your body. The darker counteract would be to playfully take a dominant stance and take a dominant step towards her. And here a half smirk always helps. And you playfully tell her, oh, the things I could do with those love handles. If you're a woman watching this video, of course you can go and buy all the beauty enhancement products that will make some people shitloads of money. That is not the point of this video. My invitation is to start internally to learn to love your body. I will shortly interview intimacy expert Janet Farnsworth, who specializes in helping women learn to love their body, but also learn to develop their turn on. Because women, of course men want your beauty, but what they mostly want is your turn on. And externally, I invite you to learn to express to him your longing to feel beautiful in his eyes, your longing to feel sexually desired by him in a way he can hear you. So if you've skipped over the misconceptions or say, yeah, of course, I invite you to go back to them, because clearing those misconceptions is key to celebrating, appreciating, and cultivating beauty and strength in your couple. And talking about strength, it may seem very strange, but telling him how strong he is in your eyes will go a long way for him to remember to tell you how beautiful you feel in his heart. I hope that this video helps you dispel the myth that beauty is external and is something that some women have and some don't. The same way strength is something that some men have and some don't. Beauty starts from the inside. Beauty is something that we work on. What we appreciate appreciates, what we celebrate multiplicates, and what we cultivate blooms, especially in a couple. Feeling beautiful and sexually desired are extremely complex issues. If you would love to receive one-on-one coaching by me, I put my email address in the description below. Please hit like and subscribe so you can be notified when I publish new juicy content, and please share with all you believe would benefit, even if that's a little bit uncomfortable. I look forward to seeing you very soon.